Hello everyone. Happy Wednesday here. I know I missed Monday. I was traveling that day, but wanted to come on at least to touch base with everyone before we transition to the new year and see how everyone's doing after this first pass with the full moon last night and holiday season, etc. I know for me, this has been a time of really, there's a lot of opportunity in the air. So, some painful things can come up during this time of year. It can bring up old storylines and wounds. And we can choose to re-engage with those experiences or kind of dig our heels in a little bit and decide that we're going to participate in something new and different. And that comes with a lot of times being very brutally honest with yourself and the experience that you're having, and also shedding some tears, etc. Having your emotional process, and then waking up each day and deciding to plug into something different. If your go-to is to shut down, turn off, and run away, it's making a commitment each day to lean into the new uncomfortable places. But before we begin, as I like to do, I want to clear and bless a space and set an intention, and then I'll pull a card. Okay, so I don't have my feather with me today as I'm on the road, but I'm just going to use my fingers. I'm going to clear, bathe, bless, purify, harmonize, and divinitize this space, this communication, all that are listening in all dimensions, time, and space. May they be clear, bathed, blessed, purified, harmonized, and divinitized. And just bringing this communication into its highest expression may be received with an open heart. May it inspire, assist, uplift, accelerate, and amplify all who listen. May it support you in your highest expression of your journey, in highest love. Taking a moment, bring both hands to the heart. You can rub them together, get your chi built up, your life force. Clap your hands, clear the space, and then bring your hands to your heart. Feel the beating of your heart, feel the tingling of your hands, and call your energy back in, because you wouldn't have lived through this holiday season if your energy wasn't scattered a little bit. And so let's just take a moment to restore and rejuvenate. So all these little pieces of you that are at family and friends or from the hubbub of the holidays. And unplugging from any incongruent storylines. Let that shit go. Lay it down, move it out. Imagine a river out in front of you. Big pearlescent gold river outside your field, way out, and it's rushing by really quickly, and just put all the stuff that is not you, intend, know, visualize, feel it, put it in that river. Use your breath here. Push it out. Breathe into your heart. Pause. Hold the breath here. Now we're going to start to direct and call your energy back in. Really use your focus here. You can even lift your belly in and up here, creating an active abdominal space here to hold this energy. Grow it bigger, exhale. Send it down through your feet Inhale your life force, your connection with the earth, up through your feet, into your body, up your legs, into your stomach, into your heart. If you notice little burps, those are releases. Good. Yeah, now the energy is moving bigger here. Exhale, send it down through your feet. We're reprogramming our reality here. Inhale, up through your feet. Pulsing it up into your belly, your heart, and now you're at the center of your head. Kind of draw a line up from your ears, straight back from the center. In the center of your head, imagine these orbs of light glowing. I see them as golden, like a yellow gold. Pulse it, pulse it. Inhale, holding that in. Now I want you to exhale, close your eyes, roll them in and up, and send your breath up through the top of your head. All that column of energy here. Straight up to source, straight up to your highest expression, and really the highest wisdom that's accessible in this now. Send it up and pulse your energy up with source with spirit. Inhale, breathe it down into your body, into your tissues, intending, knowing, feeling. Exhale, send it all the way down to the core of the earth now. So we're creating our light column. Inhale, up to your center of your body, to your belly, to your heart. This is kind of like the big exchange pathway here from above to below, above to below. Exhale, straight up to highest self, highest expression. Inhale down into your body, and then all the way to the earth. Inhaling and exhaling. And a lot of times I do this here, so continue to breathe. And I want you to feel your energy field. I'm seeing my personal field right now as kind of like a gold. A gold, that's just what's coming up today. That's what's needed. That's in alignment. And I'm watching it expand out. So just imagine this very smooth, walled channel of light that's emanating out of you, and it continues to expand out and out and out and out, wider and wider, as you use your breath. And the reason I do this on these lives is because even though it might not make sense to the thinking mind, just by me doing this, it is my intent that you will be able to pick up on what's happening. Your spirit will be able to see it. It will ignite something within you that reminds you, that wakes you up in your own way, where you find your unique connection to source. But this is one of the ways up the mountain, using your breath. It's an important one. The breath is tremendously powerful here in our experience, and it's one that is historically has been very, very restricted to the upper third of your lungs. Like that's about as far as the typical person breathes, the top third of their lungs. So many vital functions are denied their oxygenation, flow of blood, flushing out, bringing in new nutrients to the system. So big, deep belly breaths, powerful breaths, not only really good for your physical body, but also for your psychology, for empowering your experience, because the more you take breath in, the more you affirm to your body and your mental and emotional being that you are here and you are present. And it is safe, because when we're scared, when we're stuck in that fight or flight mode, our systems are just in a state of fear, and the cortisol levels spike, and then the breath gets more and more shallow. Okay, So important, breath is important, breathing your column of light, setting that up, setting your intention. You can do that every single morning. I do that several times a day, just checking in. It's so helpful to go out into nature and do this. I've experimented both ways. Even just finding a tree, putting your hand on the tree, can be tremendously supportive for helping you anchor into your body. And everyone's at different points in their connection. But here's the thing, we've just got to decide that what we want and then commit to it, And again, like I've said before, there's no one way up the mountain. But making that decision to connect into to embody your light, essentially, to connect into this new earth frequency, to a different way of being, a more harmonious, compassionate, considerate, aligned, connected way of being. Not considerate. Considerate's not the right word, so strike that out. And that opportunity, that reality, those realities are here. They're here now. And I don't know if any of you watched previous videos, probably from a few months ago. I was on here. I was being very direct about choosing your reality and being very clear about what you want to participate in. And here again, we're right back at that, but it's just in a new level, a new layer, because we now have the ability to tap into these higher frequencies much more easily, especially as we've moved through this new moon and going in through January. And it's just going to do nothing but continue on. Okay, so without all that being said, let's do one more check back in. Breathing your column of light, imagining like you are a torus. So there's like you're in the middle of a donut, and the energy kind of flows down and up and around and through your body with each breath, and that is bringing in the heavenly energies and the earth energies, and it's all working together to support you in your highest alignment. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card. I'm just gonna ask Spirit, what's your message for today, for this week, and moving, actually, you know what, what's the message from moving into this new year? What is the highest, okay, there's two. Let me pull this one. Yeah, okay, got three actually. All right, so there's Shine Your Lights, Crystal Keys, and Journey to Wholeness. Okay, and let me read briefly about these. I just think it's important that, I know these are quite a few, but whatever the message coming through, we're moving into a whole new year, a whole new kind of expression of a cycle. So let's, the more support, the more pillars we can have moving through, the better. Okay, so Journey to Wholeness, self-acceptance, wholeness, unconditional love, soul fragments returning, accepting others as they are, staying energetically present, accepting all parts of self, healing internal dis-ease. Okay, and it's essentially about loving yourself and others from a sense of wholeness, exactly as you are right now. So, as we move forward, there's been, but there will continue to be a delineation between the realities and expressions. And so you might have heard people talk about like a very 3D reality versus 4 or 5D or 7D or, whatever. Basically, they're just levels of experience, of density of experience, and really they're degrees of separation. It's like a program, and in like a video game, and in a 3D reality, the agreement of souls coming in to incarnate here has been one of, I'm really going to forget my connection, who I truly am, and my connection to source. And as you ascend these layers, as you go through the layers and you learn and you grow, you remember who and what you truly are. And with each layer, there's more and more of a coming home and a remembrance. And so what I'm seeing here is the soul fragments returning. So this is a big piece right now for people as we are recollecting these pieces that have been kind of fractaled out, and then moving into a place of self-acceptance and wholeness from unconditional love. Okay. So I'm going to go on to Crystal Keys, which is Hidden Wisdom Codes, Potent Information, Lemurian Seed Crystals, Seeing Your Triggers as a Gift, Awareness of Drama Creating Patterns, Healing the Earth by Looking at Your Inner Environment, Healing Through Awareness. Okay, so there's, in a way, this seems to me like activation. So you go through the wholeness and then you're activated. And I've talked about this a little bit with the ancient sites, the technology activating in your body. So this is another part of your journey. So you're going to come into wholeness, you're going to remember who you are, you're going to heal, and then there's going to be activations. But take from this reading what resonates with you. You know, I'm talking for the bigger picture here and the pattern. And this is actually really beautiful because I see it lining up now. And can I just tell you that the numbers on the cards are 33, 22, and 44. So you have the double, the synchronicity there. So, really special. That's really special. I'll get a little teary. Okay, and so Shine Your Light is, I really see this as a third section of our journey here, and I'm getting the goosebumps. So, doing what you love, time to thrive, giving from the overflow, really important. Life purpose, being authentically you, compassionate self-empowerment, loving life, trying things you resonate with, bringing joy to others by being an inspiration. Okay, so y'all, this to me, from where I stand, is what the new earth really is. And this is what we're working towards. You know, this is the process that's happening, that we're experiencing on various layers. You know, and just so you know, not everyone in this world has these codes to activate and recognize this new earth reality at this point in time. It's just not their time. That's not part of their journey, and that's okay. But there are many people, many souls that are waking up, especially right now. They come in waves, you know, and this is just one of the waves. And so really but this wave in particular is just, I'm feeling it's very important in that even the people who've been on the journey of awakening and recognition of self for a long time, this is a really special time. And so we're moving into wholeness, we're activating, and then we're shining our light, which is this new earth, like doing what you love, giving from the overflow. You have time and space, you know, it's not all like constricted and stuck, and the shoulds and shouldn'ts, you know, all of that is kind of going to be faded away or kind of broken off in that journey to wholeness, in that first card that I referred to. So anyway, take what resonates, release the rest. But I hope that those cards for you have been as inspirational as they have been for me. Okay, so align with your energy. And I think I've been talking about this more and more, but I've been talking about this throughout the whole video, but I want to just do a little setup. So we have our column of light. We're here communing together. I've set up this space in the 0 point field, the quantum field. So it's outside of time and space. And so we're here. And whenever you're listening to this space of recognition of like connecting into these other aspects, higher frequencies of yourself, it's here anytime. But I want now we have the column of light, and I want to move into aligning and making that commitment now, that soul commitment. It's like you're here, and I want to support you in aligning your soul's mission here on earth. I hope that makes sense, but that's part of the ask of today. And so it comes with this deep, like, kind of when you this core deep, like a click deep inside of you where you're like, yes, I'm ready. It's almost, imagine if you're a mom, like your kid's stuck under the car and you're like, oh, superhero, you pick up the car. That kind of like intensity and that fire and that sense of like, I can do anything, whatever needs to get done. That's the kind of energy I'm asking you to, it's a soul strength, and it permeates out into your physiology. So if you have questions about this, feel free to send me a message, but I'm doing my best to describe the feeling that we're going for. So we're going to use intentional focused breathing, and directing the energy, and then releasing what no longer serves. So that will free us up to connect into the highest possibility and expression. Okay, so take a breath in, close your eyes. And a lot of this is just going to be me setting up the space. Yeah. Got my stones. Okay, first we're just going to ask that this space be cleared and all ancient contracts be brought forward for all participants outside of time and space, all dimensions, seen and unseen. All ancient contracts to be reviewed, to be looked at, and whatever is ready to heal, whatever is ready to transform, be put out there. So it's kind of like I'm calling in the Akashic records, but it's a little bit different here. I'm working with these founders of the galactic, kind of the universe. Yeah. Galactic Creators. Yeah. Okay. And so we're just putting all that into this space here, and they're reviewing. So there's like almost like a review board here. Yeah. And there's there's four like on my left, and then there's one being on my right, and we're doing a review, and there's me, and then there's someone else sitting across the space, and we're just doing a review, holding the space. But they're kind of the individuals on the left and the right are more doing the sorting through. And I think we're putting this all together because this is for humanity. Yeah. And so as I do this, feel what you feel, notice what you notice, be in your process. And opening your heart space. Yeah. So I see like a big funnel underneath, big channel underneath all these items, ancient items, experiences, agreements, contracts that have been laid out. It's just a bunch like sheets of data, and there's a big, feels like a tube flushing it out. It's being sent somewhere, like something cosmic processing. So we're working on a, kind of upper level here, and this is all in highest service, highest alignment with Source and the divine path, the divine plan. And noticing from your heart and your third, your belly, right below your diaphragm, if you want to release anything from there, I'm just feeling those two centers. And from the brain, any toxicity that is ready to leave. Brothers and sisters of light, let us release. And I feel it kind of releasing up the neck here, and then out through the back of the head, and then out through the brain. Okay. And we're connecting in as the star beings, the light workers, the families of light that we connect in, you're connecting in with them now. So again, I'm walking you through these kind of high level processes, but you just feel in your body, feel in your truth, what's happening for you. And most of the time it translates down into freeing up, bubbling down and freeing up in your vessel. And these kind of, what I'm hearing is like darker programs that are running in the background, they're being cleared. With love, with love, with love, with love. Unconditional love. The fabric of our creation, love. And expanding wider and wider and wider from the brain. Growing so you're crystalline. You're like crystalline beings, and I'm just seeing that light up. It's like your human form, but crystal. And so you see all these facets and these light fractals coming out of you. Oh, I got the goosebumps. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, okay. Okay, I heard the new human. The new human expression, like the next layer of human expression, divine human expression. In alignment. And this is, okay, so this is the 12-strand DNA activation. This has been around, talked about, worked with, but this is what's coming through right now for this particular experience. This is the service happening right now. So feel, you might feel it here and here, third eye, fourth eye. You're being activated, pulse, pulse, pulse. We're working with, okay, ancient stargates, but I think the ancient stargates are in you. Yeah. And so feel that. Remember, so we're going to be, you have your awareness in your body, you're breathing, you have whatever, the room you're in, etc. But then part of your awareness is here in this 0-point field, feeling these pulses, and your energy centers are the ones that are letting you know, that are sending and receiving information. So your consciousness is in 2 locations at once that you're aware of right now. So I'm feeling a little palpitation in my heart, just a skipping, a little increased heart rate just for the experiences happening right now. And I just see that information from this this experience that I'm talking about with these galactic creators. It's coming down, flowing down into the earth through each of our vessels, but really into the earth to be of service here. And so again, just feeling with the heart space here, feeling your feet too. Dropping, using your breath to drop down through your feet. Feeling your tailbone. So your spine is like a staff. And so let the golden elixir, the heavenly energies, flow down through the top of your head, down your spine, then down through your tailbone into the earth. Clearing and aligning, supporting your space here as we continue to anchor in and be in these two different locations. So we're here and in this 0 point field. Okay, clearing out. Let's see. I'm going to check up on these ancient contracts. Yeah. Okay, and so now I'm just seeing the figure 8 infinity symbol come in. Okay. And so just whatever is needing to happen. I'm feeling bubbling in the throat, in the high heart. Releasing, 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 releasing. Yeah. Ugh. So, stuck programming, stuck ways your voice, your expression, these are really like prime centers here in the base of your skull. Really prime centers for it getting gunked up, to be ways to be disconnected. And that's clearing up. And I see a lot of water, bubbling water. Oh. All right, and so I'm just watching as it's washing out and through the back of your heart, from back to front, flowing out and through the throat. There's a lot of stuck in the throat. It's just so interesting as this is happening. I was just reflecting on all the stuff that we have going on in the holiday season and just the earth stuff. And this is just another version. So the frequency is similar, but the storylines are different. So these ancient contracts and old energy, the stuck, it's just same frequency, but just it creates a different storyline. It's the best way I can describe it. And so just notice what this process is doing for you in your body. And I suspect this is one that you're going to continue to work out in dream time and over the coming week. Let's pulse. Yep. Okay, so what this is doing, it's activating this and right here at the carotid arteries. And I see pulsing so the heart center can turn on brighter. Because y'all, you are, and they're asking you to be more, like beacons of light. And so your capacity needs to turn up, and your ability to bring in light, to have those neurological connections. The synapses need to connect so you don't fry out, get overwhelmed, short out. And they need to be able to carry this high frequency information into the heart center. And then it'll go down into the earth. But this is what's happening right now. Yeah. Okay. And so just removing some of what I see, as best I can describe, is like implants in the back of the head. Like, just, those are coming off. Those were kind of agreements, it's just part of the very 3D experience of Earth. Again, I gotta release. Okay. And really, this is meant for all those who are really willing to, like, surrender from a heart space to this process. And so as your heart can turn on more, then that's what aligns. This is the carrier. The heart space is what will help us to be able to navigate these higher frequencies and to be able to align with the new ways, the higher expressions. It's your spacesuit for traveling, for being in the next layer of experience. So I'm just watching these new etheric, nervous, neural networks forming from your heart down the body. They seem to be like a kind of a glowing blue, luminescent blue color. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna go kind of quickly ride your edge a little bit, and I want you to breathe into your heart, feel that there, bring your hands there. Hold it, pulse, feel the heartbeat. Then what does your heart want to create? What do you want to see? What do you want to live this year? Let it be a jolt, a feeling, a color, a set of words, whatever it is. And then hold that in your heart, pulse it, pulse it, pulse it, move it down to your third. Hold it, kind of close up your pelvic floor, clench your, like you're holding your pee. So close up your pelvic floor and hold this pulse in your third. I'm getting really hot here as I'm holding the vision, the feeling of what I want to create, and grow it bigger. Grow it bigger. Move it down to your second chakra that's around your belly button. Pulse it. And then your root. Pulse it. So you're like, and then you're emanating out, boom, 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 wider and wider. Breathe it up. Exhale. Send your breath, send this energy all the way down, straight to the core of the earth. Pause on the exhale. Send all this force, this intention down. And then inhale as you synchronize with the heartbeat of earth. Breathe it back up into your body and flow it through. Use that infinity loop to loop over your body and then down into the earth. So you're updating your program. And use your crystal down in the core of the earth. Crystal, like there's a crystal bed, a bunch of these down there. And these crystals are the ones, stones in general, but these quartz crystals hold information. That's why they use them in electronics. They hold data. And so you're updating. You have your own crystal in the core of the earth that you update energetically here. And it will synchronize with Mother Earth and with you, and then you send up. This is updating your programming. And you send that energy up because crystals channel energy and light. and they direct. Yeah, and so call that back into your body. And this is why we set up our channel of light at the beginning. So now you can breathe that up through you. Exhale it all the way up to spirit, your highest expression. Calling in everybody, your whole team, your I am presence into your body. This is what we're doing, everyone. Exhale, sending it down. And I hope in this process, as you're breathing up and through, you felt at least 1 or 2 jolts of the intensity of the energy coming in, of your intention. That's what it takes to shift realities, to shift timelines. If you are here, you have to believe beyond belief. You have to ride that edge and then go over. That's what it's asking for, that wild commitment from your heart. And we do this through this practice, or there's plenty of others, but try it through this practice, calling it in. And you do this daily, and you believe it and you live it. So the thing that you want to create, continue, write this down, have it close by, seed your reality, but the important thing is to bring it into your tissues, into your cells, and the breath is the greatest way to do that. It brings that etheric realm into the body, and then you alchemize it with your intention, with your focus, and send it into your DNA. Really, that's what's happening. The tissues, the bones. The bones are going to be the ones that take the longest to shift. Well, they're the densest, but that doesn't mean it has to take forever, especially now. Okay. And sometimes the intention isn't just like, oh, I want a new car. Sometimes it's just not that. It might be a feeling. It might be a sense of expansiveness. Be with that. Ride that. Feel that, because this is your intuition guiding you on the next step and the next step. And whatever the person next to you is creating, just because they're creating, doesn't mean that's what's right for you. So find what resonates from your heart. Because the mind can come up with a lot of things that it thinks it needs, and it decides that it needs. But this is what we're creating from the heart, from the intelligence of our new earth body vehicles, from the light body. And this is where it all happens. But these things had to be cleared up, and that's what our friends were doing for us today out in the ethers as we were in these 2 different locations. So I know this is kind of high-level stuff happening today. It is my intention for that it to be as clear and accessible as possible for the work that this kind of is. But the most important thing is that you feel it in your body and in your bones and your experience, and it will take you to the next step and the next step and the next step. Okay. So let's close this down. Let's wind this down. So sending everything down into the earth, dropping any other awarenesses, coming back into your body, bringing your awareness, kind of reeling yourself back in. And become a strong, stable pillar of light. Breathing up and down. And let's close down with gratitude for what is, and sealing this work and intention off with, so be it. So it is. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your light and who and how you are in this world. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. Also, I work with Melanie Shear at Collaborative Healing. She and I every Saturday offer group healings, and we work really well together. She offers really wonderful grounding meditations, and then I lead us into experiences kind of like we walk through today, where we bring in higher frequency information, but from a very deeply grounded and safe space. So consider looking that up. That's in the link in my bio. And I also offer one-on-one sessions if you're looking to go deeper on an individual level as well. So until next time, I'll be back here next Monday. Be well.